I'm teaching a class called Creating Formulas That Work. And as a teacher, one of my biggest shortcomings is in conveying the big picture. And I want to do that better in class, but I also want to do that outside of class for people that are thinking about taking the class so that you can understand what we're trying to accomplish in this class. Because it's different. It's not really, I've discovered, what people think it is a lot of times. And so I want to give you the big picture right now as best I can so that you will understand sort of the concept that we are going for. And so I'm going to start by explaining generally the appraisal process as it generally is right now. So we're dealing with the subject property, and then we go straight to, okay, let's find a pool of market data. Okay, that's where we want to start. Well, then what do we do with that market data? Well, we want to narrow it down. We want to narrow it down to comps. Okay, and it's a little fuzzy maybe what the definition of that, what a comp is, but we'll save that discussion for another day. And then we want to notice that we need to take those comps and we need to analyze them to extract adjustments for differences between what the subject property and the comps. So we're going to take those adjustments that we extracted from the comps and apply them back to the comps so they become adjusted comps, which are supposed to be the same thing as your subject. They're equal to your subject. And so that's really the appraisal process in a nutshell, at least from the sales comparison perspective, I'll say. So there's a lot of things that we could notice from this process. But one of the things that I want to focus on, and this is really a big focus in the class, is what happens after this assignment. What we are taught to do is to pretend that when this assignment's done, those adjustments no longer exist. They have no further use, and you're done. And I think that that's not really a good idea. So instead of pretending that what you just discovered no longer exists, how can we rethink the process of applying those, and what can we understand from those? So here is sort of the big picture as I propose. You take the market data and you start extracting observations of behavior from that market data. Right now, data scientists are like, yes, stop narrowing down to comps and then taking that small pool and trying to extract adjustments from that, extract it from the data, the whole pool of data. And so that is that is definitely something that I have noticed as well. What I want to say here is, and this is where I differ even from the data science perspective, is that there is still a limitation to what you can know from that single set of market data. So why don't we get another set of market data and make another set of observations from that? And then another, and another. And when we have all these pools of data, all of this information that we have observed, what do we do with that? Well, what I'd like to do with that information is to make the observations about why there are differences between behavior in different sets of market data. Why, in this set of market data, was the gross living area adjustment $100 a square foot, and it was $75 in this set and $110 in this set? What is going on in these different sets of data? So how are people behaving differently in different circumstances? So that can be extracted into formulas for each of those particular amenities or items that we're wanting to analyze. And then I'd like to take those formulas and apply those to the comps. Okay, so you're still going to find comps, and then you're going to be able to have market adjusted comps from those formulas that were extracted from not just one set of comp data or even one set of market data, but multiple pools of market data. And then, just like before, this is where the process comes back together. Yes, you are still adjusting those comps, and you are still dealing with, okay, I want to view my adjusted comps as being equivalent to my subject property. And that's well and good. So that is the difference between our current process and the process that I'm teaching in creating formulas that work. And so that is the big picture. There's a lot of reasons. So you might be wondering right now, why would I want to do that? It seems like a hassle. So there are a lot of good reasons to do that. And I will deal with all those in class, not the least of which is this process is actually way more accurate. It's faster, actually. It is more objective. It's more logical. And it actually is more consistent with the way people behave. So there are a lot of intersections here between math and social science. So we're data science and social science. If you've heard me talk about this class at all, you've probably heard me talk about those two concepts. Well, they're important and they're both dealt with in class. And so that is the big picture. I hope that helps you to understand what's going on and hopefully piques your interest so that you sign up, take the class, and open yourself to the possibility of rethinking your practice around what adjustments mean, how to derive them, how to apply them, how that might look very different after you take the class.